Welcome to ANS Solver question 2. So, for part A1, they are asking us to rotate the triangle A 90 degrees anti-clockwise about 0, 0. So, what you do is you take a butter paper and place it onto the graph like this. As you see, I've drawn a square around the graph. So, not compulsory that the butter paper has to be so big, but make sure that the butter paper is as big as the graph, or then only you will get an accurate answer. Your next step should be to draw the shape, whichever shape it is, in this case shape A, onto the butter paper with a pencil, of course. So if you make a mistake, you can make changes. So there, you've drawn shape A, and they are asking you to rotate it anti-clockwise about 0, 0. So when you do that, to confirm the 90 degrees, what you do is, to confirm that you have rotated exactly 90 degrees, you make a right angle or an L mark at the center, or about the point that you are rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise, in this case 0, 0. So once you rotate anti-clockwise, that is this way, your L shape should now look like this. So basically, before rotating, your L shape was like this, and now rotating after rotating in 90 degrees anti-clockwise, it should look like this. So after you rotate it, as you've traced your shape onto the butter paper, your triangle will so basically the butter paper will show you exactly where the triangle lies on the graph after a rotation of 90 degrees anti-clockwise. This is because you've rotated your butter paper 90 degrees anti-clockwise and you've traced your shape onto the butter paper. So the butter paper will therefore direct you or indicate to you exactly where the triangle lies. So in this case, after you rotate your triangle 90 degrees anti-clockwise, your triangle will lie exactly at these coordinates: minus 3, 2, minus 3, 3, and minus 5, 2. That is here, exactly at these coordinates. This will be your final answer for part A1. Now for part B, A2, triangle A after a translation by the vector 3, minus 5. So the 3, or the upper number, shows the translation or the movement along the x-axis, that is either right or left, and the bottom number shows the movement along the y-axis, so that is either up or down. So I'll just label it. So this is part A1. Let's just label it more neatly. Part A1. Okay. Now for part A2, so the triangle moves a positive 3, so 3 places to the right. So therefore it would now start right here, as the starting x coordinate was 2 and the ending x coordinate was 3. So 3 plus 3 would give us 6, and 2 plus 3 would give us 5, and again 2 plus 3 would give us 5. And now so this is only the x axis part, x translation, so x axis translation, my bad. So once you look at the minus 5, that is the y axis translation, you will, of course, you will realize that you move 5 places downwards because it is minus. So 3, if you minus 5, so 3 minus 5, you can just simply work it out like that. So 3 minus 5 would give you minus 2. 3, again 3 minus 5 would give you minus 2. 5 minus 5 would give you 0, therefore making this your final answer for A part 2. Let's cancel this for now. So write it more neatly, minus 5 and this to here, positive 3. Okay, now let's move on to part B. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So all you do here is you connect the points. Say from, you can take any 2 points of the triangles, you connect them and you draw straight lines like this, and you can extend it to till the end of the graph. Next, after you take or you connect the 2 points, you can see that the 2 lines are intersecting at a point, in this case 1 comma 4. So you can say that the triangle A enlarges to triangle B. So enlarge would be your first mark with the center. So the center that it uses is always the where the lines intersect, the 2 lines. So that in this case it is intersecting at 1 comma 4. Therefore your final answer for this would be at center 1 comma 4. And an easy way to see how much or by what scale factor the triangle is enlarging, what I do is you count number of units of the base or the height. It would be the same thing. So in this case the base is of triangle A is 1 unit and the base of triangle B is 3 units. Therefore the scale factor is 3, or the triangle is enlarged by a scale factor of 3. Therefore these are your final answers for question 2.